Joining us now, All Blacks great and legend of the game, two-time Rugby World Cup champion. He's the highest point scorer in Test match rugby, considered by many as being the greatest first five ever. He's not unattractive too, Bjorn. He is not an unattractive man.
I've actually seen a giant picture of this guy in his underwear too.
He looks pretty good.
It's on billboards.
Yeah. Very close to you, buddy. Very close to you. And some people have called him the greatest to ever play, wear the number 10 jersey in the world. He joins us now to talk about his DC10 Fund and a first of its kind initiative called the Kickathon. Kicks off tomorrow, actually, at Eden Park. We'll get to all that in a minute, but first let's welcome the one and only Dan Carter. Good morning, Dan.
Morning, team. How are we?
Doing very well. So you're going to be kicking goals for 24 hours, raising money for UNICEF, which you're an ambassador for. Are you feeling nervous? Because I was just working it out a minute ago about how many kicks it is, and you're trying to do like the same amount of points you scored, and it's one a minute for 24 hours straight.
Yeah, I actually woke up on Monday morning. It felt like Test match week. The nerves came in. I was like, man, we're on here. I haven't had this feeling for a long time. So there's a part of me that loves that, but there's a part of me that's going, what have you signed up for? Because it's brutal. But I feel like when you're playing professional sport, you test yourself both physically and mentally on a weekly basis. And I haven't done that for a while. So all of a sudden I've got this motivation, this energy to try and do something that hasn't been done before, a world first. And that excites me, but it also makes me really nervous. I'm going into the unknown, and to be honest, I don't really know whether I'm going to survive or not. But when I think about it, how tough it's going to be, I often think about the children in the Pacific that are doing it tough, that I'm really able to help advocate for and hopefully raise a lot of money for to help provide clean water for those kids in the Pacific.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the setting up of your DC10 Fund.
Yeah, I've been an ambassador for UNICEF for the last 7 years, and I've seen the incredible work that they've done. I've been to Syrian refugee camps. I've done a lot of support for these projects, but I always wanted to do more. With my rugby schedule, I couldn't always do more. So having retired last year, I set up the DC10 Fund, and I use that as a platform to fundraise, advocate, and support certain projects that I'm passionate about, UNICEF projects. And I wanted to do something pretty close to home in the Pacific Islands. And I soon realized that not having access to clean water, sanitation-related diseases are one of the leading causes of death for children under 5. It was quite alarming to think of the family that I have here and the kids and things that they take for granted. So I really wanted to use my platform to give back. So that's what's driving me. I'm really excited to launch this new initiative with a fundraising event and bringing the two passions of mine at the moment of kicking, which I love and always been able to do, and bring that with giving back to children in need.
Well, we hope lots of money gets raised, and it's a pretty cool event. People can live stream it as well and tune in to watch you kick goals over and over and over and over again. When was the last time you kicked a goal? Because you said you retired last year, so I imagine your training, that's regular part, obviously being a number 10. Then what happens? You just stop kicking goals every week after that, or now you get back into it?
No, to be honest, even though I retired from rugby, I still love kicking goals. I'll take my bag of rugby balls down to the park, and to me, it's like meditation, or maybe it's just a chance to escape my 4 children for an hour and get a breather. But there's something, it's my happy place when I'm down on a rugby field kicking goals. So I've always kicked, and I will always kick until I'm too old and in a wheelchair and can't kick anymore. So I've been kicking regularly, but the last 7 months the training load has really increased with a focus of trying to survive this 24 hours. So, but still 24 hours, who knows, anything could happen, and there's no place to hide when the whole thing's been live streamed.
Well, it's all pretty much your fault, Dan. I mean, your fault for scoring all those test points, bro. I mean,
I know, bro. All of a sudden, I wish I scored less. It's come back to bite me in the ass. But I'm big on numbers. I love the challenge, and to test myself physically and mentally again, I'm pretty excited for that.
Are you going to be kicking all from the same spot, or are you setting them up from different positions around the field and just kind of moving through, or what's the actual sort of logistics of that?
Yeah, there's a bit of strategy in place. So as you mentioned, about a kick a minute. So I'm trying to get 66 kicks an hour. So I could do that in about 40 minutes, I think, and then I have 20 minutes to refuel. And I decided to save my legs, so to kick from just behind the 22-meter line.
Yeah.
The groundsman at Eden Park is fuming because I'm going to ruin his precious turf. I kicked it in one spot for 24 hours. But I was like, come on, Blair, I can't be kicking from the sidelines. I can't be kicking for 50 meters. I need to save my legs. So we ended up working that out, and he's given me approval to kick on the same spot. So about 23 meters out, directly in front, but using both left and right feet too, which is quite important to not overload one side of the body.
You might just have to chuck on a Blues jersey, bro, because, Bodie's out. So why don't you just chuck on a Blues jersey and do it at the same time? You might just run down on Saturday. Come on, man. Hey,
legs will be primed.
Now, people have really jumped on and given money and contributed to this before you actually started your Kickathon, right? So you're well on the way to raising some money?
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, I jump on every morning and I see the donations going up. So I'm hugely grateful for people jumping on board already. It is really what is driving me. There's ways you can donate. You can do an instant $3 donation by texting WASH, WASH, to 2662, or you can jump on the webpage dancarter.com/kickathon. That has all the information. That'll record how many kicks I miss, how many kicks I get, my percentage rate, how many meters I've kicked. The whole thing's live streamed on that website. A whole lot of information about where the donations will go, the UNICEF projects, and obviously the place to donate as well.
And one last thing, you've got some special guests I've heard that are going to be kicking alongside you. Do we get to know who any of those are, or is that sort of remaining a mystery?
No, I've got a few locked in. I just locked in a couple of good mates, Joe Nafahu and Willie Wairoa. So they'll be down there doing an afternoon shift. I've got Jono and Ben coming in at a certain stage. The alternative cricket commentary coming into certain stages. Jason Gunn is coming in. He's doing the graveyard shift, actually, 1 a.m.
nice.
to 6 a.m. So that'll be pretty brutal. Jay Reeves, so some good friends coming in, some DJs, just trying to bring a bit of a vibe, really, to try and help me survive.
Tell Joe to keep a shirt on while he's kicking, bro. That'll be good.
I cannot guarantee that.
And lean forward. When you're taking your first kick, just lean forward, because I've just noticed during the latter part of your career, you just sort of lean back a lot. So just lean forward before you place your foot.
Okay, bro. I'll keep that in mind for that first kick, man. Lean forward, follow through. Sweet. I'm set.
Thanks for your time this morning, Dan, and all the best. Kickathon starts tomorrow, and they can live stream, and it's for a great cause. So appreciate your time this morning, Dan. Take care. God bless.
Thank you. Thanks for your support, guys.
Mr. Dan Carter, Mr. International, eh?
It's a lot of kicking.
A lot of kicking. Oh, if there's somebody can do it, it's him.
I think so.
You and I, let's go down and check it out, and maybe we can give him a hand.
Yeah, I didn't want to blow the surprise, but actually, me and Salo are one of the special guests too.
Don't mention that. No one will come down.